Come on down here. Get up. Let's go talk this over with your pals, huh? Move. Jack! Ready!
Oh, what you got yourself here, Joe? Where's old Morgan? Uh-huh.
Ooh, my shot must have been a mite high. I was aiming for his shoulder.
Oh, Reese, you're not telling me you picked him off.
Well, now, of course I did. His head popped up, so I took my gun and I just...
With that sun shining like it was in our eyes, we couldn't see anything behind these rocks.
Did you ever hear of clouds? Clouds?
Looky here, Reese. Now, why don't we settle this thing for good and all? You go over there and pump another slug into Morgan.
Now, just 1 minute, Joe. Ain't you got no respect for them that just departed?
Now, if you'll keep an eye on this sweet bunch for me, I'll go over there and do it myself.
I'll watch him for you, Joe. Go ahead.
Well, now, even a no-good like Morgan there, he deserves...
He ain't gonna feel nothing.
I ain't dead.
Well, ain't that a big surprise?
Morgan, you snake! You snake!
Well, you can't blame a man for trying.
Who can?
Reese can. Can't he, Chad?
Well, Reese can do almost anything.
Morgan, where you got them horses tied, huh?
Why should I have to tell you?
Well, I'll tell you why you should tell me, because you're going to have to walk 20 miles back to Laredo.
That's a little bit more like 30, isn't it, Joe?
I make it 30.
Well, they're up in the Arroyo.
It's just ain't your day, is it, Morgan? We'll get the horses, Reese.
How about you and that shot you had at Morgan, Reese?
Just never you mind. Never you mind.
Now listen, take her easy, boy. Just take her easy. Now hold on, boy. Yeah. Well, now, that's something better, boy.
Morgan was a mighty busy man.
Yeah, not half as busy as he'd have been, Captain, if he tried to keep all these pocket clocks going at the same time.
Yeah, but he'd have known the time of day.
Never mind about the pocket clocks. What about my 200 head of prime beef you were looking for?
Well, I can guarantee you, Stan, that it wasn't Morgan that rustled your prime beef.
That's just about what I figured to hear. And you know something? You don't know a blame thing more about them cows than you did before.
Stan,
We got patrols out, yeah, I know. But they ain't finding nothing. And they ain't finding nothing because them cows ain't in Texas.
The Mexican police are cooperating with us. I just sent Reese down to join the other men. Stan, where are you going?
Calmly, standing around waiting ain't my long suit.
Well, Captain, maybe Joe and me could run across.
No. How come you two are so positive that Morgan didn't rustle Stan's herd?
Well, sir, we figured it out all logical like.
Well, Joe, Maybe you could kind of explain it to me.
Well, sir, for one thing, there wasn't a pair of chaps among the bunch. Now, let me tell you something, Captain. A man would have needed a pair of chaps out there, because if he didn't have them, the chaparral on Greavy's land would have cut his legs plumb to smithereens.
Makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Oh, another thing, Captain. The bunch that Morgan was riding with, well, they were tough as those kind of bunches come, but they're not the type of guys to go around rustling cattle and that kind of stuff, because that's just too much work for them.
And that makes sense.
Thank you, sir.
Well, sir, them is the facts, but I wasn't convinced. No, sir, I wasn't 100% convinced until I...
Till what, Joe?
Well,
Tell the captain, Joe.
Come on.
Well, all I did was snatch Morgan up by the neck and shake him a little, sir. If he'd have known where them cows was, I'm sure he would have told me.
Now, Joe, I didn't hear what I thought I heard you say, did I?
Well, sir, all I did was...
Because if you manhandle a prisoner...
Captain, a man like Joe Riley, a man of his integrity, manhandling a prisoner, why, sir, he would never do a thing like that. Why, that's illegal.
Sir, I would never do nothing against the law, and that's the pure gospel.
Joe, I know that's the truth.
Yes, sir. Captain Parmalee, sir, Chad and I haven't had anything to eat for a while, and...
All right.
Great.
Back in an hour.
What?
But back in an hour. But Captain, we've been on the trail 5 hard, long days.
Sir, we kind of had ourselves a relaxing type evening planned.
Yes, sir, and you really can do a whole lot of relaxing in
In an hour.
Where'd that boy go?
All right, come on down off of there. You mind telling me just one thing? Whose idea was it to keep this young buck? What do you expect to accomplish up there on that rafter? Now get down.
Oh, now, Chad, we can get him down off there. Well, all you gotta do is go up that ladder and hop up on that beam and haul him down.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'll stay down here and I'll make sure he doesn't run out when he gets down.
All right. Joe.
Huh?
What do you mean by you go on up that ladder, Chad? Your leg ain't broke.
Well, now, Chad, if you can't do it, I'd be glad to.
Joe, I didn't say I couldn't do it.
Well, Chad, I don't need no excuses. Now, look out, boy. Let me go.
Just hold on. I'll do it.
All right.
Just wait right there and I'll get you down. Now, don't move away from me. Just stay right where you are.
What's the matter with you, boy? Cat got your tongue? Do you speak English?
Joe! Joe, my spurs caught. Give me a hand.
Well, I dogged if it ain't. You got yourself in a real fix there, Chad.
You gonna put me in jail?
I already told you, boy, we're not gonna put you in jail. What's your name?
La Sota.
Gray Smoke. Now, you listen to me, Gray Smoke. The first thing we're
You
gonna...
an Indian?
No.
You know Comanche talk.
Well, I grew up with the Comanches.
You got a big yell.
Well, I had good teachers.
I went to mission school.
I can tell you speak real good English.
You're not gonna put me in jail.
No.
For why?
Boy, Did you ever hear of Big River?
You know him?
He was one of my teachers.
Big Indian. Strong.
But he was wise. Wise, Gray Smoke. He told me one time that a boy can't be good or bad. All he can be is right or wrong. Now, you running with that Morgan gang, that was wrong.
Morgan give me food and blankets.
You a thief, boy?
No. Take to eat sometimes, nothing else.
That's the only thing. The only thing, son. Stopped us from throwing you in jail with the rest of them outlaws. You understand? Let's go.
Thanks, Joe.
You betcha. Come on.
You following us, boy?
Well, don't. You're still back there, Chad.
Yep.
You'll get the idea.
Sure he will.
Come on.
Whoa, Cyril. Bring us a couple of steaks and some bread and butter and start with a couple of beers, huh? Thank you. Well, I'm about as tired as I can be, Joe. That old captain's saying be back in an hour.
I wonder if he yet.
Who, Captain?
That scrawny Indian kid, who?
Well, he does look a mite peaked, Joe.
Of course, we can't give him nothing to eat. If we give him something to eat, well, we'd never be able to get rid of him.
Hungriest looking boy I ever saw. Of course you're right, Joe. You're absolutely right. We don't dare give him something to eat.
Chad, you haven't got any feelings. Why, well, that boy won't go back to the reservation because he's hungry. He's hungry. Now, if we give him a steak to eat, you just watch how quick he'll hightail it out of here.
I'll watch.
You hungry, boy?
Oh, Riley, the ranger here'd like to buy you a steak, Gray Smoke.
Okay.
But don't do me no favors. Sit yourself down, lad.
Cyril, make that three steak. Make that three steaks. Well, now, who we got standing at the bar, Joe? Dead Charlie Stamp? Wonder what he's doing here.
Why don't you go ask him?
Maybe I will.
You reckon you need any help, Chad?
Well, now. Howdy, Charlie.
What's new, Chad?
Nothing much. What you doing here in Laredo?
Nothing. Just got here.
Uh-huh. Who's he?
Friend of mine.
What's his name?
Pick one. Changes every day.
Yeah, but you don't change every day, do you?
You arresting us, Chad?
Well, I don't know. You wanted?
Not that I know of.
Let's keep it that way, You know that other fella?
Sam Tupper.
Sam Tupper. He's another gunfighter.
So the story goes.
Well, Joe, how much time you figure we got before we gotta get back to Captain's office?
About 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm all for a good hot bath.
Dogged if that ain't a good idea.
I'm still waiting, Joe.
What for?
When that young Indian buck's gonna hightail it?
Is he still back there, Chad?
Well, just turn yourself around, Port.
Come here, boy. Come on in here. Now, why didn't you do like we asked you to, boy?
Don't you figure maybe your ma and pa are gonna be wondering what become of you?
Got none.
Well, now, look at here, Gray Smoke. Somebody in that tribe must be looking out after you.
Nobody.
Smoke? Smoke, Indians don't act like that. Somebody...
Nobody.
Would you run off the reservation, boy? What for?
My pa stole horses. Run off. My mom went with him and left me in that mission school.
Well, now you know the tribe ain't gonna fault you for what your pa did.
Oh, you know that's a fact, Gray Smoke.
Won't go back to the reservation till I got the gold to pay for the horses my pa took.
Well, how much would that be, Gray Smoke? Maybe Joe and I can...
Too many horses. And I gotta earn that gold.
You got guts, boy. Yes, sir. You got guts.
There you go, Gray Smoke.
Scrub yourself good, boy. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, lived a miner, 49er, and his daughter, Clementine.
Now, Joe, I've been telling you you've been leaving out the best of that song.
Doggone it, that's not the part I've been leaving out. Let's go again. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for mine.
Right, not too short, Joe, and leave him some sideburns.
Will you leave me be, Chad, and let me get this thing done in peace?
Joe, I really think we ought to take him to the barber shop.
Oh, shut up, Chad. You're disturbing the artist in me. Well, shucks, look how good I cut my own hair.
Just like I said, we ought to take him to the barber shop.
Cooper, we ain't got time now. Will you just let me get this thing done?
All right, go ahead.
You ready, boy?
And if anything goes wrong with it, you just trot it back. We'll fix her up good as new. Oh, excuse me, I'll find out.
After me.
I just thought it.
Hey, Sam, whenever you can, we're in kind of a hurry here, folks.
In just a minute, Chad.
Where do you keep the boys' clothes?
Oh, they're right over.
I said after me. Now, you tell me again about how you fix it if anything goes wrong.
I didn't hear you, Sam.
Tell me.
Oh, we stand behind our merchandise, and if...
Where'd you say you kept the... You don't mind if Sam tells me where some things are, do you, Jug?
You're a lucky man, Riley. My name is Jug Harriet. Put this on my bill.
Oh, now. Everything in this store is cash and carry.
You're pushing it, Riley.
Jug, pay for it or leave it lay. Count it, Sam. Count it.
There's $2 too much.
Forget it.
Oh, no. No, let's give this gentleman his change. And that way he won't never have a reason to come in this store again.
I come and go as I please.
That really Jug Harriet?
That's him.
He didn't say why he was in Laredo, did he, Sam?
No, he didn't, but, well, it's got to be a killing. For a minute, I was afraid it was going to be yours.
Not while I'm facing him.
Joe, that makes 3.
Chad, that makes 4. Wherever Jug Harriet goes, Ella Snyder's bound to go, too.
True.
Sam, we need us an outfit for this here boy.
Hey, that's right.
Oh, style or for comfort?
Oh, a little bit of both, Sam.
Boots too?
Boots, too.
How about a
And
shirt?
a hat?
And a hat. Not that one.
You like this suit?
How about this one?
Let's try it.
You want me to what?
Take this young fella into the Rangers, Captain.
You did say he was 14.
Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. The best he can tell, he's 14.
Now, how many 14-year-old Rangers do you know? Joe? Chad?
Well, sir, Joe didn't exactly explain it right.
You try.
All right, sir. Now, this young fella, well, he just hasn't got anybody. His pa was a horse thief, and, well, he just flat refuses to go back to the reservation. Now, well, Joe and I...
Indian? Comanche. Comanche.
You forgot to mention that.
Well, sir, it just plumb slipped our minds.
And his father was a horse thief.
Well, now, that's right, Captain, but now you take my word for it, this boy has got the makings of a fine ranger.
I'm sure.
And one other thing, Captain, I mean, we don't expect for the boy to be able to go out on assignments, not right away, but, well, we thought he could clean the guns, take care of the horses, and see to the supplies.
Hey, Captain, we kind of thought of him as a company runner.
Yeah, that's right.
You ain't never seen anybody run like he can, Captain, and climb. Why, that boy can climb better than anything I ever saw. You ought to see the way he goes up a rafter, Captain. Why, right up to the top, 1, 2, 3. Right, Chad?
Right, Joe.
Gray smoke.
Yes, sir.
Do you, want to join the Rangers?
Yes, sir.
The man I'm looking for knows horses.
I do, sir.
He'll also be company runner. That's a very important job.
Yes, sir.
He'll be in charge of the barracks. He'll make sure every gun rack is kept locked at all times and every weapon is cleaned before it's put away.
Yes, sir.
You think you can handle that job?
Yes, sir.
Every man who joins this outfit goes through a period of probation. You understand?
Yes, sir.
He does his job, he stays. If he doesn't?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ranger. You're on half pay starting right now. You know where the barracks is?
Yes, sir.
You go over there and you find yourself an empty bunk. And you stable your horse with our stock. And look around. You report tomorrow morning here at 6 o'clock for duty. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
You were great, Captain. Just great.
You two find something humorous in my procedure for enlisting personnel in the Rangers?
No, sir. No, sir. Not me.
No, sir.
All right. You two are on duty in town tonight, sleeping shifts.
Oh, Captain, we just come in off the trail.
Are we that short-handed?
I was Company B until you came in this morning. Everybody else is out after the rustlers.
Well, I sure hope the word didn't get out, Captain.
Why, Joe?
We just seen Charlie Stamp, Tupper, Jug Harriet in town.
Ella Snyder with Harriet?
We didn't see him, but...
I'll give odds that he's here, too. You two make a tour around town. See if you can find out why they're here.
Right, yes, sir. Draw us a couple, will you, Pard?
It's Ella Snyder over there with Jug Harriet.
That's him, huh?
Well, it's never changed.
Thank you.
Thanks, boy. Looks like we got one more friend in town, Chad.
You need some help, Joe?
Fred Cheney. Thought you were still in jail, Fred.
I've done my time, Joe.
What you doing in Laredo?
Having a drink?
Well, not dogged if you ain't. But what you gonna do then, Fred?
I'm gonna have another.
Well, now you have a real good time.
Never seen that one before, Joe.
Fred Cheney.
Fred Cheney? Well, I thought he hanged.
He should have. Chad, did you ever have the feeling that you were sitting on a powder keg and just about ready to explode?
Why, Joe? Because there's 5 mangy gunslicks in town?
No, Chad. Because there's 8 mangy gunslicks in town.
Joe!
Yo.
Saints be praised, but would you believe who I just saw in the street below? Timothy O'Brien.
That's 9.
Yeah, and it's sure no coincidence that all them fellers are here at the same time.
What sure is.
About as much coincidence as there is in thunder and lightning turning up in the same rainstorm.
Yeah.
Chad, I think we ought to go over to that saloon and grab them all and throw them in the calabozo.
Well, now, Joe, you know we can't do that. Can't arrest a man just for being in town.
Chad, what if we went over there and ordered them to turn in their guns while they're in town? Now, that way they're bound to do something we can arrest them for.
Wouldn't work. Oh, but I got an idea, Joe. Why don't we go to the saloon, order all them fellas to turn in their guns while they're in town, and that way they're bound to do something we can arrest them for.
I just got through saying that.
What's what you just got through saying?
Why, you... Oh, no. Since this is your idea, Chad, you mosey on over to the saloon, and I'll just sit here quiet and wait for you while you tell those no-goods to turn in their guns.
All right, Joe, just
Go ahead and sit here, quiet and peaceful like, and miss all the excitement.
I ain't gonna miss nothing.
Whoa, Hoss, you mind telling me where you're heading?
Well, I'm going over to the captain's office. And am I gonna have fun watching you squirm while he's chewing you out for stirring up them gunslings?
Well, you get through dancing with that carpetbag, you'll find me in the captain's office. Howdy.
He wasn't in there.
Well, who wasn't in there?
Captain Parmalee's who, Chad?
Well, of course he wasn't in there, Joe. The man's standing right over there.
Well, I can see that.
Well, now, Joe, if you can see that, why'd you go in the office looking for him when you knew he was out here?
Because I didn't know he was out here.
Well, all you had to do was ask me, and I'd have told you. Look, Joe, why are you going over there? The man's in the office.
Captain Parmalee.
What do you want, Joe?
Well, I think we ought to...
Well?
I forgot.
Well, wasn't it something to do with that idea of yours about how to handle them gunfighters?
What if we tell them mangy no-goods they gotta turn in their guns while they're
Can't
in
do
town?
that, Joe, not unless I take the guns away from every other man in town.
Well, every other man in town ain't a gunslick.
The Rangers have a reputation of being fair. I am not going to jeopardize it. It was too hard to come by. If they stay in line, it'll be treated like any other citizen.
No, that's like telling a man he can't shoot a rattlesnake until it bites him.
Yeah, but that's the law.
Chad Cooper, you were just much for this idea as I was.
I know.
So am I. But we've got to wait him out.
Captain, what if you were just to ride out of town for maybe just a couple of hours and then Joe and... Meek, no, huh?
You two keep a close rein in that Laredo saloon. And if you see Stan Greavy and his foreman in town, have him come by. I'll be here.
Well, Joe, you know what I don't figure quite is all them fellas in town at the same time, why they haven't had a big fight yet. I mean, there's no love lost between them.
It is a wonder that they haven't got around a matching reputation. Hey, because I know for a fact that Charlie Stamp has been wanting to try Jug Harriet now for a long time.
Sure is peculiar.
Well, there's one thing that could be keeping them apart. Keeping them off each other's back, and that's money.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, let's move around some.
What happened, Smoke?
It was me.
What were you shooting at?
Nobody. I was just getting ready for the fight.
What fight?
When we fight the gunslingers.
Smoke, there's not going to be any fighting.
No rangers in the barracks. Just you and me and 9 gunslingers in that saloon. They gotta be here for something. That kind, there's gotta be a fight.
There's Stan Greavy pulling up the bank.
Huh?
We supposed to tell him something?
Oh, yeah, the captain wants to see him.
There, that was 1,300 you wanted, correct, Mr. Greavy?
That was 1,300 in gold I wanted. That don't look like gold to me.
Oh, well, but you didn't make any mention
Well,
of
I'm
it.
making mention of it now.
Well, I'll have to get out of the safe. It'll only take me a minute.
Yeah.
Well, that'll give you time to come on over to the office and talk to the captain.
I got nothing to see him about.
He thinks you do. Go, Stan.
Don't you try to bully me, Riley. Get your hands.
Sit down, Stan. I've got some good news for you.
I'll just stand up. I ain't staying long.
I got a telegram from Timmons, Parker, and Reese. Those are the 3 I sent down to Mexico.
Well, did you find my cattle?
50 head.
50 head. Well, I lost 200 head this last time and 120 before that. That ain't many to find.
They're still at it, Stan.
Well, you could just tell them to get on at it.
Don't be so blame cantankerous.
Ah, them Mexicans. They think they can just hop over the river and hit all us ranches that have spreads near the border and get away clear. Well, them other ranchers can sit back and wait for you to make a move and Hades to freeze. But Stan Greavy ain't a man stand around waiting for nothing. And I ain't. No more than I done already.
Hold it, Stan.
I said my piece and I'm going.
You haven't been doing any hiring lately, have you?
What I do and when I do is my own business. Out of my way, Riley.
Stan Greavy, you got a loose brain.
Now, listen, you looking for a pop in the eye, you come to the right
You hired
place.
those gunslingers, Stan?
You bet your sweet life I did.
To cross the border?
And to find my cattle, I'd make anybody doggone unhappy if I didn't.
You want to start another border war, Stan?
Start nothing. Them no-good Russes did the starting, and I had to do the finishing.
How many men died in the last border war, Stan? How many homes were burned on both sides of the river? How many good ranches wiped out? How many great men died? How many women and children? You know what started it, Stan? You know what started the border war? Some cantankerous old fool who took his drovers across the river because somebody rustled part of his herd. And once that killing started...
Yeah. There wasn't nobody could stop it.
And they were just ranch hands, Stan. Not professional gunslingers.
Well, I guess I done a dumb thing, Parmalee.
I guess you did.
Don't you be so gentle on yourself.
Well, I'll pay them off and send them on their way.
What happens, Stan, if they don't want to go on their way?
Well, you can count on my gun. I'll stand right there with you.
Well, now ain't you the brave soul? Dan, you ought to go off someplace and hide your face.
Listen, I ain't never hid from nothing. Ain't always done right, but ain't never hid. I'll give them the money, and odds are they'll go. Second thoughts, maybe you better get the rest of your men together, just in case they don't.
This is it, Stan.
You mean just the three of you?
4.
That's right.
Don't you forget it.
4.
We should just walk in there with him and run him out of there.
They haven't done anything, Joe.
They will. They will.
We'll be ready.
Oh, Gray Smoke, go outside and let me know when Mr. Greavy goes in the saloon.
Yes, sir.
Ain't he got a lot of guts for a kid his age?
Yes, he has, and that could be big trouble if a fight starts.
Yeah, we don't want him running around loose in the streets with a shooting going on.
Chad, take the livery stable. Joe, take the alley beside the general store, and I'll take the bank. We'll clear the streets.
Oh, what? There's not a blessed soul out there.
Ranger Gray Smoke, Captain. Stan Greavy just went in the saloon.
Good. Gray Smoke, you're in charge of the office. Let's get moving.
Yes, sir.
Now, it ain't that I'm not obliged, but, well, there ain't no point in us going looking for cattle that's already been found. So I'll give you the $50 each that I promised you.
What about the 2 bits a head we're supposed to get for all the cattle we bring back, Greavy?
Now, wait a minute. I'm trying to be fair with you, boys. $50, listen, Greavy. Some of us rode from a long way off just for only $50. I know, but, well, it just can't be helped.
Mr. Greavy, you got the money with you?
Sure. Got it right here.
Well, why don't you lay it on the table?
All right. Here we are.
Thank you. All right. Don't get riled. I don't plan on taking out the gold. Just want a chance to say something.
You need a gun for that, Jug?
No. Not for you, Charlie.
All right, Jug. Say what you've got to say and get it over with. We want our money.
I've been in town since this morning.
I hope that don't mean you want more than your 50.
Charlie, you're just 2 words this side of being dead. Ever since I come into Laredo, I've been counting ranges. All I saw was 3, including Parmalee. It's Chad Cooper, Joe Riley, and him. Any of you seen others? One of the other of us knows every ranger there is. If we ain't seen them, then they ain't here. So, here we are in Laredo. And there's 9 of us, and 3 of them. And this town is ripe. Nobody ever tried it before on account of too many rangers here, but there ain't too many rangers here now. And a border is just a spit and a whistle away. I say, let's take it. Let's clean out the town.
Colin? Junior?
All right, only one condition. I get Joe Riley.
I think I'd like to try Cooper.
Not on your best day, Charlie.
He's mine.
Well, it's your hide. You want one of us to call his name so you can get a better look at his back?
When this is over, Jug, you and me, huh?
Yeah, anytime. All right, equal shares on everything. Agreed? Let's go.
You're in a box, boys. Drop them.
right, Charlie. Chad's in the stable. You want him? Go get him.
I'll get him.
Better drop it, Charlie, or I'll have to put a bullet in you.
You shot me in the leg, Chad.
Did I now? Well, you're lucky, Charlie. I wasn't aiming for your leg.
Ellis, you clean out the bank, Junior. You go with him.
Go for it, Red.
I don't need it.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
Down here, Captain.
Let's stand up. Slow.
Well, thanks for your help, Joe.
Anytime, Chad.
I've been looking for you, Riley.
Yeah, kind of figured.
You want some help?
Don't need it. Thanks, Ranger.
I've been rode all day and put away wet.
Dogged if you don't look like it, too.
Maybe you better rest. It's okay, you rest. I'll watch Laredo. Oh, make sure you clean the guns before you put them away.